Hello and welcome to the Eileen Silverman Show. I'm your host Eileen, and on this week's program, our guests Rosalind and Norman Levy discuss their grassroots health initiative and campaign to combat obesity in our community and how you can join their weekly wellness walks and have a healthier lifestyle. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us for our program. Beginning Saturday morning, January 10th, you have the opportunity to join your friends for a 3-mile walk around the Santa Fe College track for the weekly wellness walk, kicking off your new year to a healthier start. To tell us more, I'm pleased to introduce my guest, Dr. Norman Levy, immediate past president, Alachua County Medical Society, and Rosalind Levy, president of the Alachua County Medical Alliance. And Roz and Norm, it's wonderful to have you here. And you've been such longtime friends. I'm very proud to have you as a guest on my show.
It's our great pleasure to be here and to have the opportunity to share with your listeners some of what we've been doing during the past year.
Oh, well, you've been doing quite a bit, and I congratulate you and everyone with the Alliance and the Society, everyone that's come together for this initiative, Obesity Awareness Initiative, and just kind of set the stage for us, Roz, about those weekly wellness walks, starting 2015, continuing what you started last year on January 10th. How long will this take place? How many weeks?
We're going to do it this year for 8 weeks. Last year it was a 10-week project, but we've skinnied down. So we feel that the behavior that we're trying to engender in people can be kicked off in 8 weeks as opposed to 10. Santa Fe has been kind enough to allow us again for the second year to use the track, which is a beautiful track at Santa Fe College. It's conveniently located, it's well lit and well groomed with restrooms, an internal security force. It's just been a wonderful place to do this. And then we had a huge amount of support within the community, a lot of people coming together, everything from we started the walks with aerobics warm-ups, and those were facilitated by Gainesville Health and Fitness. They gave us an aerobics instructor for all of our walks, so it was a good way to get people up and moving. And lots of music, a lot of it I'd never heard before, so very jazzy music. But again,
that gets everybody
get the juices
motivated.
Flowing.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes. And what time do we meet? 8 a.m.?
8 a.m. We meet between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. You don't have to walk the whole time, but that's the 2-hour segment that we have for this. We've encouraged people to walk 3 miles, which can be done in about an hour.
Okay.
And that's about 12 times around the track. And people can walk at whatever pace they'd like. They can walk individually. We encourage people to find partners, to bring partners, to meet new people. And we've had a coach for each of these, a walk leader, and they've either been literally coaches or athletes or highly visible public figures.
Right.
And it's been very exciting. And then we've always had either a physician or another healthcare provider, and sometimes 2 or 3, to give health tips during the 2 hours that we're out there in the morning.
So a lot is going on in those 2 hours.
Yes, absolutely.
And again, I congratulate you for continuing on, but Norm, take us back when you were president-elect of the Alachua County Medical Society, and with you and Roz, how did this whole idea get started?
Well, thank you. Actually, it was a need to try, as the incoming president, to impact in a meaningful way on our community. The Alachua County Medical Society represents about 3,000 physicians in Alachua County. We have a large physician body, and many times, because of the work that each individual physician does, we don't really have time to get together and work with the community in a beneficial way for their health. And it was in April, prior to the time I became president, that the Surgeon General of the state of Florida came to Gainesville to report the plans that the state had for health care. And in the process of outlining the plans for the state, he made mention of the fact that nearly 30% of every health care dollar is spent on obesity or its sequelae, that is, things that cause illness as a result of obesity. That's an awesome figure.
Yeah.
And when you realize how much of the health care total budget obesity takes, it became apparent that if we could impact on that, even in a small way, we would provide more resources for other needed health care. And in a way, it would give our medical community an opportunity to reach out to the citizens of Alachua County, to our patients, and speak to an issue which was very germane to what we do as physicians.
This is a great opportunity that you have seized, and we're going to talk much more about it. Just take a quick break. So stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about COACH, Combating Obesity for Alachua County's Health. And Norm, you've set the stage. We've got the Alachua County Medical Society, the Alliance behind us all, and now things are going to happen, and they have happened. And Roz, kind of bring us up to speed on how things have taken off. I mean, this is an immense project, COACH and the Wellness Walk, and somehow or another.
It is.
You got it done.
It is, and we accomplished a great deal. We have some ideas that we'd like to try to implement during the coming year as well. I don't think we're going to vary from what we were doing, and that it was very successful.
Right.
And that is getting people out to walk in a safe environment week after week, having some warm-up, the aerobics,
Right, as you were
having some public figures out there to encourage people. Our hope was especially young people, elementary, high school students might want to talk with a former athlete or coach.
So that's
we
an
didn't know
incentive.
exactly what was going to happen. Our two hospitals were very supportive of the endeavor. North Florida Regional Medical Center gave us pedometers to give to each of our walkers when they came at least twice to walk. And Shands UF gave us logbooks to give to each of the walkers when
So
they
you
came
could
for a
keep
third
track.
walk. Absolutely, so they could keep track of their walking, their food intake, just their lifestyle choices throughout the week. We felt that that was very helpful. Near the end of the walk, when we realized we had some people who were coming every week for the walk, which was great, the trophy shop made, they
yes.
designed a medallion for us, and I'll show you that because I brought it. But an Olympic-style medallion, we gave that to the walkers who actually showed up 9 or 10 times. And then in between, we had all sorts of other things. Everybody who walked had bottled water, fruit at the end of the
Right.
walk, and sometimes
So
more
you
fruit
gave it a
left.
real kind of a party atmosphere, an event. You made it an event because that
Exactly.
inspires people to come and be a part.
Exactly. We tried to think of everything that we could to encourage
But
people.
behind that was always, the idea of making lifestyle changes so that with your mission of understanding and combating obesity, so that within the walk, people were gaining knowledge to improve their lifestyle.
That was always our hope. And we had speakers every week, sometimes physicians, but sometimes people who were in areas of fitness, training, education, who spoke about various aspects of this. For instance, Fitz Kohler, who organized the Morning Mile.
Oh, I saw that. And wait, students sort of got credit for their Morning Mile program.
I don't think they actually got the credit. I mean, they got the real credit. I don't know if they got the little gym shoe credit. But it was very helpful. She came and spoke one morning, and then I went and walked with her a couple of different times. Helene, who had been a high school coach
Yes,
for
I know
years, came and talked about destination walking, which was great. Alachua Combine was highlighted one week, the terrific program they have at Westwood Middle School. I mean, just lots and lots of people in this community who are doing many things
More
that
than we
tie in
realize.
with what we were doing. We tried to pull those people in, and I hope we'll bring in some new people when we start this new series of walks as well.
Well, and you're on Facebook, you've got your website,
Mm-hmm.
we're making all that information available. And I mean, it is a real inspiration. And yet, Norm, you actually have hard facts about the benefits of this weekly wellness walk. You had a survey. You really have a base of knowledge for moving forward as you're continuing.
Well, as a researcher and a physician, measuring things are very important to me. And undertaking a project of this magnitude requires knowing who participated, how far they walked, when they walked, what their reactions were to the experience.
Mm-hmm.
And with the help of my friend Dick Sadoff, a plastic surgeon in the community, who undertook the statistical analysis, we were able to put all of our data together. Every Saturday afternoon I spent, after the walks,
Right. This
spent
is
at least 4 or 5 hours collating the data,
impressive.
making sure I had everything that happened during that walk. So in order to make this a meaningful experience, we had to collect data on each of the walkers. Now, not personal data,
Right.
but rather just their name, whether they had participated, and then we would ask them for their email address so we could send out encouragement during the week, make
Right.
sure that they were walking subsequent to the Saturday walk. So we actively engage in the process of coaching them to continue their walking. And part of that
Walking.
was to create what we call neighborhood walks, safe places that they could walk with their friends. And we encourage the development of neighborhood walks, another important avenue which we want to pursue and further develop.
Right. And it's all to benefit all of us for a healthier community. We're going to take another quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about combating obesity for Alachua County's health. And Roz and Norm, go back to the weekly wellness walk, Roz. I mean, what a huge effort getting so many people involved. In-kind donations, help, assistance, getting the word out. I mean, it's very impressive, and it has taken, I don't even know how many hours, and now with the survey, Norm, I'm beginning to see a whole picture of this, and what you need to do to continue this on, which is a goal that you have.
It is. It was a huge effort when we started. We didn't know exactly where it would go. We were hoping that someone showed up. As it turns out, we had, I think, about 150 people show up for the first walk, which was great. The weather was not on our side. We had some of the coldest Saturdays of the year during those 10 weeks, and we had rain. It was just miserable weather most of the time. And yet we had this core of people, plus new ones always coming. So we had a nice participation, although we were set up that we could have accommodated even more people.
Right.
We did a lot of groundwork. We talked with a lot of people. We met with county commissioners. We met with people from the school system, from the school board, from the public health department.
Wow.
Anybody who did anything that was related to exercise or health or eating, we wanted to speak with. And there were a lot of people we didn't get to speak with, but we communicated via email or phone conferences and so on. And at some point, we started to get invited to things to come and speak about the walks, which was really great. We were very, very delighted when that first happened. And then we found near the end of the walks, we had people coming here. For instance, a delegation came from Orange County to see what we were doing.
Yes.
And we were very impressed. They wanted to get something started in the Orlando area. And then kind of like the crowning achievement was that we won a national award.
Oh, and I want to congratulate you, and actually, and it took place a few months ago in Chicago, right?
It did. We
Yes.
went up to Chicago in June to accept the AMA Alliance Award. It's called the HAP Award,
Right.
the Health Awareness Project Award, and this was for the best community health project in the country of those submitted. And we were very honored by that. And then later in the summer, in July, we received the FMA Alliance Award, a very similar one.
Congratulations. Right.
And just about a month ago, we received the SMA Alliance Award, which is the Southern Medical Association. So the southern states had a similar setup, and for all three of those, we won for the best community health project in the country.
Many congratulations.
So we were very
and so
delighted
well-deserved.
by that.
Yes, you should be, and your husband Norm would say, Roz did this.
Yes.
She put her heart and soul, and has continued to, into this project, and people of great note have recognized it, Because one of your goals is you'd like other communities
Absolutely.
to emulate this project.
We tried to come up with something that we thought was very simple to mount and that could be replicated. And so I think we really struck out on this. It was great. We said from the very beginning, all you need is your own 2 feet and a bottle of water, and we'll supply the water. So really, just your own 2 feet.
Just your own 2 feet.
Exactly.
And your willingness, your initiative.
Exactly.
And you got people out there, and you're still working on it. But what's really needed to move this project forward? What could the community do? You're talking about grants. You need, so much was graciously given in kind, but to really move this forward and go up a notch.
We need the leaders of Gainesville to make their employees aware of this activity and encourage them to participate. It's very important. Jackson Sasser at Santa Fe not only provided us with the track, with all of his personnel there to make it possible for us to make the walk a reality at that location. But in addition, he notified all of the employees of Santa Fe College that the walks were going on, and many of them took on their own initiative an interest and came out. And we need that all over Gainesville. We would like to see not 300, but 35,000 people coming out to the walk, so that we can touch about 10% of Alachua County's population. We want to make walking a part of this community, and we want people in the community to adopt the concept of walking as a part of their exercise routine.
Well said, Norm. We're going to take just another quick break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're back talking about Coach. And Roz, the Alachua County Medical Alliance, of which you're president, really has been behind this project and continues to do so.
Absolutely. We could not have done it without the support of many volunteers from the Alliance, as well as many friends, and just lots of people showed up to help us, and lots of people, everything was donated, did I tell you that? And no budget for this. So everything, and the culmination of that, in addition to Gainesville Health and Fitness giving us the aerobics instructor, Clyde from the Trophy Shop made these amazing Olympic-style medallions. Norm's wearing one of them, and we gave these out the last week to our walkers who had come for 9 or 10 of the walks. And I felt so proud that we were able to do this.
And I think that it just says it all. It's wonderful. Everyone was so proud. And Norm, talk for a second, we just have a few seconds, about the medical community and giving back to our community.
Coach is a commitment of the Alachua County Medical Society and its physicians to give back to the community that we serve and to engage them in the process of better health.
Well said. And we want to emphasize that everyone come out and join us because it is free of charge to everyone. Just come out and walk. And now we're going to share a vision of the weekly wellness walk and what it was like to be a part of it. And we invite all of you to join in. I hope I will see you out there January 10th. I'm glad you tuned in. I hope you'll join us next week. Take care.